with plumbing basics. As you see, today's lesson today is gonna be toilet bowl installations. Okay?
Yes.
Gentlemen, what do we know about a toilet bowl? What do we know? What do we know? Give me, like, let's just say, how can we start this? Names. Give me a name of a toilet bowl. Give me a name that we use out here for a toilet bowl. Give me a name.
Diameter.
Huh? No. Like
John.
Yeah, like a John, right? Right? A John. What else? What else you got?
The
Huh?
can.
The can, right? These are all names that we use for a toilet bowl. What else? Give me another one.
Golden throne.
The golden throne. Very good. The golden throne. What else? What else we have? You ever heard of the head? That's military. They use that in the military. The head. That's also. And then what about the ones that are out in the street?
Outhouse.
An outhouse one? No, not out in the street.
Porta John.
Yeah, porta john. Those are all different names that we use for toilet bowl. All right. Those is just like saying names, but this is basically it's just a toilet bowl. We usually use two types. There are two types of toilet bowls. What are they?
Flushometer?
There's a flushometer type. Yes, the ones that we have here. One of my students.
Come on,
Nick. Yes, it is a flushometer type, and the other type is what? Is a tank and bowl. Okay, tank bowl. Those two gentlemen are the ones that we're going to be using here today for installation of them. We're going to take them out, and then we're going to reinstall them. Okay.
Okay.
So the first thing that we want to do is we want to know the types of tools that we need to take them apart. Okay, to take them apart. But first we gotta know, what are we taking apart? What are the tools? What are the parts of the tank bowl that we need to take apart so that we can take this out? What are the parts? What are the two major parts of a tank and bowl?
Tank and bowl.
The tank and bowl. All right. This is the bowl, and then you have the tank on top. Okay. What is it that's holding the toilet bowl to the floor?
The ball nuts.
No, the nuts, or what do we call them?
Ball nuts.
Johnny nuts.
Johnny bolts. They're
Johnny
called
bolts.
Johnny bolts. Okay? Johnny bolts. And how do we take these out? This is regular nuts and bolts. Something similar to this. Okay?
Yes.
Something similar to that. And basically what we use is just a pair of pliers. Okay? Right? Pair of pliers like this. Alright? Or channel locks you could call them. Or even an open-end wrench, an adjustable wrench. Okay? To take out the nuts down below. But first, before we do any of that, John, what's the first thing that we
Turn off the water.
You gotta shut the water. You gotta shut the water. That's a must. Okay? Alright, so we shut the water off, and then we take off the supply line that you have there. This is what feeds the toilet bowl or the tank water, correct?
Yes.
Okay? So we take it off, we take off the tank, we take off the toilet bowl. And once we take it off, what do we see under there? What's usually under there? Yes.
A wax ring and a flange.
A floor flange, okay? Floor flange looks something similar to this, okay? Depending on the location. What type of material is this, gentlemen? We discussed this type of material? No, this type of material right here.
PVC.
PVC. So the code, gentlemen, for use of PVC, what is the code of PVC?
And building four stories or below.
4 stories or less, right? Is PVC. So this is what you would find like mostly in the residential house, right? Correct? Okay, so this is the PVC. So this is like basically a floor flange. This is what's gonna be, gentlemen, I'm gonna be on the floor once you take out the toilet bowl, correct? Okay, so what we do, so we're gonna see this on the floor, and we're gonna examine it. We're gonna want to make sure that we can put another one on. So we're gonna look at the ring, we're gonna see that if it's good, and if it is in good working order, then we can proceed and put a new toilet bowl on for installation of the toilet bowl. So the things that we need to install the toilet bowl will be, one is a set of Johnny bolts. Okay? How do we install these? Okay, here we have one set. Put this together here. Something similar to this, right? And then we're gonna put this. See this slot right here? We see the slot? We want to center it right there. We want to put this right in the middle. Okay? And then we get the other one. Something similar to this. We're going to slide it over. Basically, that's how we get the Johnny bolts in, okay? That's step one, okay? What's the next step that we do, gentlemen? What do we put?
The wax gasket?
Right, the wax gasket. This is how the wax gasket looks like. I think I have one set up just like this. Okay? This is your wax gasket or wax ring. Basically, you place it right over the toilet flange, and this is how you want it set up. Okay?
And what you going for materials, though?
This is basically just wax. It's wax color. Okay? What it basically does is what you want to do is you want to set the toilet bowl right on top here, right? And you want to squeeze it down. Squeeze it down so to make a seal around it, so it prevent water from coming out and gases from coming in. Okay? Those are the two reasons for this. So basically you should set this up like this, all right? So you take the toilet bowl, you pick it up, and then you look for the bolts on both sides, and you just basically just easily drop it down, place it down, and then you want to put your weight right here. See where my arms are, my hands are? Basically you want to put your weight on this, put some nice heavy weight until you feel the floor that you are installing it to. Most likely it's going to be a tile floor, correct? So you want to feel the tile. Until you're going to push that down until you feel the tile. So you want to push here, and then you want to push here. Okay? Give it like a little wiggle, not too much, but just enough. And make sure once you feel the tile, you're going to feel the tile. Then you're down. Okay? Next step after that is you're going to put your washers. Put your washers, and then your nuts. And then you're going to tighten both sides. Now both sides are going to get tightened evenly, gentlemen. Okay? Not one side all the way down, no. Okay? It's one side, you go 4 or 5 turns, then you go to the other side. 4 or 5 turns. Okay? And then you go back and forth until it tightens up. Okay, now you do not over tighten these things. Why don't you over tighten?
You crack the toilet.
Crack. You see what happens? Okay? Well, no, that didn't happen. Well, that's basically the installation of a toilet bowl, gentlemen. Yes?
What keeps the flames from coming off from the floor? Like it bolted down to the floor?
Yes,
as
yes,
well?
gentlemen. Absolutely. That's one of the things that you should look for. When you take out the toilet bowl. You want, like I said, you want to clean the area up. Take all the old wax out. Take whatever is around there. Clean it all up, because when you want to install the toilet bowl, you don't want nothing on it. All right. So the next thing you should do is to see if it's secured to the floor. You have to have it secured to the floor. That's the best possible way to do it. That's why they have these holes here. Okay? Because underneath the tile, there's a subfloor. Usually, it's going to be either for a residential house, usually it's going to be plywood. It's going to be wood to get under there. So you're going to need some screws. You got to get in there and you got to push screws in there to secure it. That way it won't come up. Because realistically, once you put the toilet bowl on, right?
Yeah.
The toilet bowl, if the toilet bowl moves, that means the flange is not secure, right? But if this is secure to the floor, and you try to move the toilet bowl, it's not going to move because the flange is secure to the floor. Okay, so that's important. Okay, that's one thing that's very important, to secure the toilet to the floor, the flange to the floor. All right, so basically, once that's secured, you put the toilet bowl on, and then we proceed and we put our tank on. Okay? We're going to have a demonstration. We're going to go over there now, and we're going to show you guys how to basically remove first, okay, and then install. But like I said, the first thing to do, just review, quick review, shut the water off, right?
Yes.
All right? Now we're going to have water in the tank in the bowl, correct?
Yes.
So what do we do with the tank, with the water in the tank? What do we do? We're going to flush until we get most of it out, okay? How do we get the remaining water out, Joe? How do we get that? How will we get
You
that?
put a bucket under and you get a sponge.
Okay, you can get a sponge, okay? Any other way?
Red.
Rags. What about, maybe, what
wet
about?
vac?
A wet vac. A wet vac, if you possible, if you have something, absolutely, that's good. That way you won't have to, because there's a cleanup after this, gentlemen, right?
Yes.
After you take it out, if you got water on the floor, it's your responsibility to clean it up. Right? So you try to eliminate as much as that. So you take that water out of there, take the water out the toilet bowl as much as you can, right? And then you remove it. Alright? So basically just want to be as clean as possible to it. And then after that, we clean up the flange and then we reinstall. Alright? So let's take a walk over there. I have the tools over here we need to take out the toilet bowl. What I want is,